Welcome in, everybody, to the reset room. Oh, that music sounds really loud. Good evening. Happy Monday. I am Rhonda, your career reset coach. Oh, hope everyone had an amazing day. I am actually on vacation, so it's been kind of good. Well, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of on vacation. I had to let go of somebody. My director, so I'm kind of playing director and kind of trying to be off at the same time. But it is all good. Welcome to the Reset Room, where we talk all things career and life resets. And I am sitting up here chewing this gum, y'all, and it is it's in my showcase. So I'm gonna, do I have it close by? I do. So I'm gonna add a few things into the cart, but this is where we talk about all things career and life resets. If you're coming in, just give me a second. I'm just gonna add a few items to the cart that I did not do in advance, because today has just been a day. It's like when you're off work, life and your schedule just seems to kind of do its own thing. And I'm actually in my hometown, so I'm not even in my usual setup. I am with family, hanging out. Okay, that product said no. What's that about? I don't know, but we're gonna let it do what it do. But hello. Welcome in, governess. Woo, it has been a day. Woo, has it been a day? But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Is that Cassapress? Oh, that's cute. Welcome into the Reset Room. I am Rhonda. I'm a career reset coach. We talk about all things career and life resets here. No matter sort of where you are in your journey, if you're thinking about changing jobs, changing careers, if you're not even sure what sort of change you need to make, we talk about all that good stuff here as well. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of hey, Gingy Rock, welcome in. We've been, talking about a lot of things in preparation for the new year. We've been doing, thank you for the heart me. We have been working on our vision boards, which I am actually going to continue. It was so interesting. We had a vision board party on, God, what day was that? That was Sunday. We did a vision board party. Hey, Christine, welcome in. Hey, Lucas, welcome in. Yeah, we had a vision board party on Sunday, which was really cool. And I started doing mine, more thinking about professionally where I'm looking to go and where I want to go in 2026 and actually 7. I'm doing this 2-year sort of plan ahead. Hey, Naomi, welcome in. And as I was clipping out things, I actually found a lot of messages that are so fitting for the work we do here in the Reset Room, particularly thinking about mindset. And so I started, I'll show you, like, it's the Reset Room there. I know my camera's not flipped. And then the bottom is we don't quit, we reset. I'll flip the camera so that you all can see it. Thank you, Gigi Rock, for sharing out the live to America. Thank you so much. But yeah, I thought that today while we were talking, I would work on finishing this listen, y'all. Why, y'all? I'm home with family for the holidays. They know I'm on live. Why are they busting in the room screaming? What the heck? Like they say, it be your own family, y'all. My goodness. I don't work for DoorDash. I don't know where the man is. Go look outside. He ain't in here with me. Like, really? Like, and I'm okay with, like, them relying on me for things, but, like, do I really need to be part of this solution to figure out where y'all dinner is? It's out there somewhere. It's not in here. I'm in a bedroom in the back of the house. Like, I don't know what they want from me. I don't understand. But anyway, see, this is why I need the reset room, okay? So that I can come to a place that's calming and soothing, where we can reset from the day. I can reset from these family. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Governess. Governess is my moderator, and she's also my cousin. She was like, "Girl, breathe." Listen, I'm trying. I'm trying. But anyway, back to some. Hey, Applejack, welcome in. Back to some fun and exciting stuff. So yeah, as I was clipping out things for my vision board, hey Monica, welcome in. I came across so many messages and quotes that I thought, okay, let me do. Hey, Zenergy, welcome in. Let me do one for the reset room for a couple of purposes. Hey, that girl Simp, welcome in for a couple of purposes. So I'm focusing now as a new, content creator and new live host. I'm focusing on subscriptions, trying to increase and grow my super fans and subscriptions. And going through the app, I saw that you can create a picture that becomes like a promo for folks if they're looking on your page and they're interested in the subscription. So I'm going to actually, that's what this will become. Let me flip the camera so it's not backwards for you all. So you can see, oh wait, that's the wrong thing, y'all. Y'all looking at the TV, y'all looking at my purse. I'm supposed to be mirroring it's already mirrored. Okay. So you can see the reset room there, and then I have this big subscribe button in the middle. It looks a little rough, but I'm gonna cover it up. And then we don't quit, we reset. But I came across so many mindset images while I was doing this work. And so much of what we do is just related to just the mindset of it all. Like if we wanted to make a change, we would make that change, right? And a lot of times we're stuck. And so I came across so many messages and would just wanted to assemble and talk through a lot of them today. Oh, and also share. So y'all, I've been doing these, let me say it differently because I don't want to get a B, but I've been doing voice chats at night for the last like 2 weeks. And I was in Coach Tara's room earlier today, and she got a B for doing one. So if anyone was doing them, calling them the sleep lives, that's something we can't do. So the restriction basically said that in the voice chat, you need to have static movement. Hey, Inspiration Wink. That you need to have static movement and conversation on the screen. So for those of us that have been doing them as sleep lives, yeah, she got a restriction. Not sure if you heard Inspiration Wink, but Coach Tara got a restriction for doing a sleep live yesterday. And yes, and basically the restriction said, she talked about it in her live earlier, that the voice chats are designed for conversation and some kind of movement, either comments, people talking, not, how we've been using them. So just be careful. Yeah, right. Because you've been doing them for months. I've started like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know, maybe it's something that they're, trying to crack down on, but I'm going to leave them alone for a little while. But yeah, just so you know, I wanted to definitely pass that on. Yeah, it could be something new, because she said she was on for about 4 or 5 hours where they were actually chatting and talking. And then the room did get quiet for maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then the minute they started talking again, that's when the restriction came. So not sure. I know so many people have been doing them. I know you've been doing them for a while. Other, creators have been doing them for months too, but that happened to her just last night. So yeah, I'm not sure what drove that, but yeah, I definitely wanted to just pass that on because I heard that earlier. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to leave that alone for a while. Well, this is okay. So Governor said, if you snore, does that count? Well, this is what they were talking about in the chat, because the chat was saying like I mute myself when I'm doing them, which a lot of people do. So if you didn't mute and potentially your TV was on, right? Because that would be voices, it would be sound, so it wouldn't be silent. So I'm sure, the creative folks on this platform will figure out a way sort of around it. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to stay safe, and I'm new and barely doing these lives. Okay. So yeah. But even with the music, I guess they were saying, well, it might be different though, Inspiration Wink, if you're playing your music versus the music in the app. See, I was using the music in the app. So, which they give you that feature, but they're saying like, they want to hear conversation. Hey, Joyce, welcome in. So I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, you always have the music. Yes, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just wanted to just pass that on to everybody to just be mindful. I wonder if the room just always have movement. Yeah, that's true. That you're right. Your room is always busy because people are coming up, dropping down. There's always comments and chatting. So yeah, it may be different. And so that might have been the difference, because she said the room was really active for a while. Then they did get kind of quiet for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. And then they started up again. So maybe that's the difference. But which I know your room is just because I pop in all times of the night and there's always activity. So yeah, you might be okay. But some of the, I guess, slower rooms and like newer folks like me that were just trying it out to see sort of like, what is it, and sort of what happens and who comes in and things like that. But me being new and my room is super, super slow, I'm gonna stay out of that lane at least for a while. Yeah, but yeah, she mentioned that happened to her last night. So I know, right? That's what she said. She said, she was fine with being on the naughty list and she just wanted to make sure she shared it and just told all of us, that were on her live earlier to just try to message it out to people just so that they know. And again, they can, choose to do what they want to do. But I think, yeah, you might be safe. Like I said, inspiration, your room is always so busy at night. So, yeah. You do. I mean, it's yeah, the bubbles are full and then people are even, even in the middle of the night, like even if I come in, like people are still chatting in the chat. So it's still constant movement in the room. So I'm not sure if they're looking for voices and movement. She said she read part of the restriction and it said something like sort of restating like this is intended for voice conversation and podcasting. And then as she read some passage, it talked about, not having static images and also having sound. So, voices. So I'm not sure. Maybe reach out to Coach Tara and she can maybe give you a little bit more insight. But she did read the whole thing to us and it was just like, oh, I better leave that alone. But yeah, your room is always busy, so you might be okay. But just be careful, folks, if you're new like me and like a few people that have been in my room probably the last 2 weeks were like going to try it tonight. And then I sent them messages like, hey, slow down a second. You may want to wait and let's get the kinks worked out on this thing and figure this out first to see, especially with those of us that are new and we're not going to have that kind of activity and traction. Like I think the last couple of nights, like on average, I probably have, maybe 150 people or so that come through the room. Some I know, some I don't. I've gained new followers, so there's a little bit of activity, but I'm sure it's not what I'm sure they intended by, the voice chat feature. But so just wanted to share that out for folks to just be careful out there in these TikTok streets. But hey, it's okay. It was fun. And, while it lasted, for me, it was good. I have a few community members that are in other parts of the world. So what they said that they enjoyed about it is being able to give their heart meet only because like our time zones just don't line up for them to like join a live. So that was, that was helpful. Hey, Dom, welcome in. So that was helpful, for them. But hey, we will figure it out and keep moving on to the next. So yeah, I am going to start creating this for the next, when was I last on? Wait, today's Monday. Oh, it was Saturday. Talked about sort of like this new chapter 2026 is this current theme that TikTok has. Oh my goodness. Inspiration. Thank you. That is so cute. Let me see. What is it called? The Costumey Christmas. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we have just been talking about preparing for chapter 2026. And so over the next 2 weeks, not to say we won't talk about some career stuff. Oh, they're trying to battle. Relax. I'm not in those streets yet. I want to get there though, but not yet. But thinking about new chapter 2026. So things that we've been sort of talking about and things when I think about is like career wise. I'm going to start in the new year definitely talking about with regard to AI, thinking about the skills that like AI can't replace. Oh, he is at it again. The skills that AI can't replace and teaching on some of those so that you can be prepared. Thank you, Jennifer. And enhancing some of those, so that we can best prepare and, protect our livelihoods as much as possible. We talk about AI and we know that it like take tasks related jobs, but it's just going to shrink like efficiency in general. I was sharing, I think it was one day last week, I was thinking about just a couple roles in my organization, and we're just one company in one city. And that, two different AI solutions could potentially shrink the jobs. Hey, babe, Jess mom, shrink the jobs of 4 people. And that's just something that I thought about just like randomly experiencing AI and different, just moving through life. And so I think that's sort of where we will see the work world sort of moving is that, companies will begin to think about, which is, natural, thinking about efficiencies, thinking about saving money, saving dollars. And then that always, of course, leads to people. So thinking about that. So we're going to talk a little bit about how we prepare ourselves as best we can, for that. Thinking about our health. For me, I have a couple things going on. I talk a lot. If you haven't heard my story talking about PC Swimming, she's a creator on the platform. And she is a swim instructor and coach, and that I don't know how to swim at 58. And that she was the person who actually urged me to push that go live button. I was in one of her lives. I know you love her too. Yes, Jess. And Jess was there too. Oh yeah, Jess, she is tied to both of our journeys. I was in her live and we're talking about swimming. And I do have like some water trauma, and it isn't even mine. It was a family member actually who drowned, who was actually a swimmer. And I think mentally that just, freaked me out. Like if someone who can swim drowned and I don't know how to swim, I need to definitely stay out of that water. And so for me, that's kind of where that fear came from. And we were talking about fear in general. And she just out of the blue asked me, have you gone live yet? And it just, it shook me. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's like really in my head. What the heck is going on? And I hadn't, but I was stalling. I was literally stalling at that point. I had been on the platform probably like 2.5 months. And I was, saying to myself, I need to learn more. I need to spend more time in a lot of live rooms. And it was some crap because all the coaches, they're all saying the same thing. Coach Tara, push the button. Coach Kathy, Level Up Squad, push the button, go live. Me, she says, I went live day 2. So all of them were saying the same thing, but I was still telling myself, no, I need more time. I got to learn more. And so truly stalling. And so she said, I need you to go live. And then I love the way she broke down talking about fear and how fear is just this thing that moves and is disobedient. And that if you have fear in one area of your life, you generally will have fear in others. And so that was on a Tuesday, actually 7 weeks ago. And I went live that very next day on that Wednesday. That was October 29th, and have been going live ever since. And she and I just connected, and I am going to Kansas City, where she is, for a week in February, and I am going to learn to swim. So we are going to be streaming. Y'all might see me drown on TikTok. I'm just kidding. But yes, we are going to do this thing, and I am going to learn and check that off my list. But thinking about that, and part of that where I really like escalated the time, because I've been saying, I'm gonna get there in 2026. I know, right, Jess? I am listen, come meet us there. Jess mom, this is my TikTok daughter, y'all. She said, wow, amen, y'all need to take me. Listen, I'm trying to get my moderator, my cousin on here to join me in the journey. Yeah, but she's in Kansas City, and so we're looking at the last week of February to go. And then I have knee replacement surgery on March 11th, so I also wanted to go to learn before. Oh, Jess, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I'll message you. We'll figure it out. Just so that when I'm rehabbing, I can rehab here in the water when I'm back home in the city, but I will at least won't drown while I'm rehabbing. But it's really interesting. Like the more I watch, and this just talks about how fear is disobedient. The more I watch her lives in the water, the less fearful I become. And so I know that's real. That is definitely real. You too, Jess? Okay, we're going to talk and try to make this thing happen seriously. And with Jess, PC is a big part of her journey. It was my third live I was doing, and I was co-hosting with another creator on the platform, and Jess came into my live. I didn't know her. It was her first time in my room, and she had mentioned that she had went live twice and no one was in her room and that she was quitting. And we were like, no, you can't quit. And so we stopped that live so she could go live, and me and PC Swimming went in the room so she would have somebody to talk to. And she has been killing it ever since, y'all. She's got mad viral content, like 90,000 views, 25,000. And there is the queen of the hour. Were your ears ringing, PC? Were your ears ringing? I was just singing your praises. I was talking about what I always talk about. Owen, we were talking about fear. And Owen, part of me hitting that button to you. And Jess is here too. And we were talking about that day where we ended my live so that we can sit in the room with her so she could have somebody to talk to. And this is just community, y'all. This is TikTok. And PC, I don't know if you started doing what they were calling the sleep lives. I tried to let as many people I know earlier, and I had been doing them probably for the last 2 weeks, but Coach Tara got a restriction early this morning for doing one. And basically the messaging was something like the voice chat is intended for just that, for voice chat podcasting, where you may not want to be visible, but you need to have some conversation. And okay, it didn't work for you. But yeah, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, just wanted to sort of pass that around. Okay, you tried, but it didn't work for you. But yeah, so, and I was talking about our date. So Jess wants to try to hang out. I sent you dates in your DMs, PC. So let me know if those dates work for you. Coach Tara says she really isn't sure. So she said they were having some conversations for a couple of hours that they were on. Then the room did get quiet. She said she thought for maybe about 2 hours. Hey, Emerald, welcome in. Oh, sorry, Esmeralda, welcome in. The room got quiet, she said, for a couple of hours, and then they started talking again. And the minute they started talking again is when the restriction came. So not really sure. Yeah, so I'm not sure if the algorithms waits for maybe ebbs and flows in conversation versus so for me, I've never really had conversation. I would turn it on, I'm muted, the music is playing. The chat though, when the people come in, because they're people that, they're members of my fan club. So when they come in, they're chatting, and a lot of times I'm still awake. So we are messaging a little bit. So the chat can stay a little busy. But there isn't voice, nobody's talking to one another. And people, when people come up on the panel, when I wake up, I'll gift for them for being there. Oh yeah, no, I don't want that either. So no, I'm gonna leave that alone for a minute. Yeah, so, but I think, thank you so much, Esmeralda. I like the idea of what all the people that have talked about, having these safe spaces. So maybe there's something that TikTok can think about as a solution, because I don't know what that is, right? But like, if this is a safe place and people are in the safe place and they enable the music feature for us to, for people to listen to music, then is that a bad thing? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it is. Right. I mean, there is so much pain in this world. Thank you, PC. Like, there's so much. Oh, that's so cute. It gave me little rosy cheeks and everything. Hey, Tony. Like, there's so much pain and heartbreak in this world. And if someone can sit in a space and feel at ease, even if it's for an hour, 2 hours, however long that is, and that gives them some sense of comfort, like, that's not a bad thing. And, and on the TT side, and if they're gifting, because, you all want folks to gift, then that's a good thing. So maybe they can come up with some sort of in-between solution. Like, I get what voice texting, I'm good, Tony, how are you? How's your missus? I hope she's good. Yeah, I think they should probably think about something. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yeah, some happy medium, because so many people come here and they talk about these spaces. Because at first, when I started it, and a few that I've went into, the first one I went into was actually Inspiration Winks. And I was in the room before, when she was actually doing the live and talking, and then they went into the boxes. But it is that feeling of being in a safe space. And I just thought, like, wow, this is really, a great thing. And then I saw so many other creators were doing it and had people in their rooms. And even like I said, I've just been doing it 2 weeks, but there's at least 3 or 4 people that tend to stay for, a good period of time. And so if this gives them some safety and some solitude, then why would we want to end that? So maybe they'll come up with the solution. Okay, glad to hear that, Tony. Maybe they'll come up with the solution. Tony, we were talking about the sleep lives. I know Seapoy was trying to get it together and couldn't get it to work, but I was just sharing that another creator got a restriction today for doing it. So we want to kind of just be careful. I'm gonna leave that alone for a while and just stick to my face on this screen. And maybe there's an opportunity to have conversation. Maybe when we do, I know a couple of folks in the community. It's like my viral post, my big viral, as Mish calls it, my big viral post is talking about women managers. Why is everybody trying to fight? Why everybody trying to fight? I don't battle. We educate over here. We learning. But it was talking about female managers. And what I was saying in the post is that the 2 times that I've had female managers, about now, PC, I ain't big viral like you. I ain't got no millions on my posts, okay? That's you. But my one is like 450, I think, thousand. But it's talking about female managers. And so some folks in the community wanted to have a conversation, and some may or may not want to be seen. So to me, that seems like a great, because again, like coworkers might see them and things like that. And so that can be an avenue for maybe using the voice chat. But outside of that, I don't know that I would really use it. But hopefully, maybe we can. I wish there was, and I said this a couple of weeks ago, like I wish TikTok had like a suggestion box, for creators, so that those of us that are in the platform and doing different things and experiencing that and hearing the needs of our community, right? Because all that, their platform is about community, right? So like listen to, give us a way to give you all feedback, because again, like I said, those rooms, if it's providing comfort for folks, then why not? Let's not penalize folks for kind of doing that. So, okay, so hopefully, off that soapbox. But hopefully they'll figure out something. But no, in this period of resetting, I said we did our vision boards last Sunday, started. I'm still working on this one for Career Reset, and I'm going to use it to be a promo piece to promote subscriptions. I have one super fan, Miss One, but I definitely want to promote subscriptions. And so I'm creating this vision board for the Reset Room, will be a piece of promo materials for that. So yeah, when I think about like all the things, the categories, oh, what just happened? What went dark? Oh, my light went out. Oh, see, when I'm not at home, Lord, the life of a content creator, y'all. Okay, we got to rig this, and that's my fault because I didn't charge it. Because I'm used to being at home and I'm traveling. Oh, wait, I'm getting darker and darker, y'all. Okay, wait a second. Okay. This is not fun. Okay, this is just not fun. It's not cute. It ain't fun. Like, what happened? My light went out. Let me find my other phone. Let's do some prop work there. Where's the other phone with some flashlights over here? Oh, y'all, let's see. Did that help? Probably not, right? Life in the the life of a content creator on the road and a live host. That ain't gonna work because I can't hold that. But let's see. Let me see. Can I magnetize it? Oops. This is an epic failure, a comedy of errors. I'm surprised it didn't just give me a message yet and say, you need to fix your light, because you know they real good to say that too. Oh, it's like the minute I turned it around. Oh, why is it turning itself off? What is that? Okay, you know what, y'all? Let's see. What have I done here? Oh, have I crossed the threshold? I actually have in terms of minutes, because you know, y'all, we need to do our 25 minutes in order to, get your credit and your full percentage. But I wasn't ready. But no, I'm going to have to figure out. Hi, Thriving with Ramona. Good to see you. I'm having some technical difficulties. Well, I don't look too bad. Y'all, this lamp better not fall over. Listen, if y'all can see it, it is like propped. It is truly rigged, okay? I ain't going to say that other word, but yes, it is propped up. It is okay. We're going to make it through. We're going to make it through. Hey, Camilla, we're going to make it through these next. I definitely can't do a vision board in the dark. So I'm going to finish. I want to finish it, but I want to talk through some of the, like Monday is really where we do Mindset Monday anyway. And just talking to so many people, like I'm home for the holiday. So I was talking with my cousin who has been in a job she like literally hates for 8 years. And the reason for being stuck is all mindset stuff. It's like not believing, in life, like life just takes us through some stuff and some challenges, and it shakes your confidence, and it really keeps you stuck and paralyzed. And I wanted this board to really, be that motivational. Yes, and she is such an amazing person. Hi, Ashley. And, even worker, and she's so loyal. Like her first company right out of college and high school. Thank you, PC. She did 25 years there. She's in this company 8 years and just stuck. And like her confidence is shaken. She had tried to apply for a job and it didn't work out. And that just like, it just reeks your confidence. And so, I'm going to do some work with her. But when I was thinking about this board and I was thinking about it, and it was so crazy. Like I'm clipping out images. I'm looking, selfishly, I'm working on my board for the next 2 years. And I was looking at more material things, and I just kept seeing all of these quotes. I am capable of anything I put my mind to. Take your dreams seriously, believe in yourself, work on yourself. This one I love. Work on yourself for yourself. And this one is like the killer, like evolve or repeat. Like if you don't change and evolve from your current circumstance, you're going to repeat it, or you're going to be in that same cycle of just dysfunction. Like today, a friend of mine called me, and he actually, I don't get a lot of men that post on my content, but he did. It's a post I talk about toxic work culture. And I did the video reply. Hopefully you all do a lot of those. I need to do more. I'll talk about that as it relates to brand deals too. But I'm going to do more video replies. But he called me this morning because, I know him in the real world too. And he called me and he said, we were talking about work culture, and I was telling him, like, from an HR and people and culture standpoint, the work that I do, like, it takes decades. First of all, it takes decades to build a crazy and toxic work culture environment. And one good employee, one good manager, one good worker, even a good CEO, girl, not, you are a mess, Jess. He is not my man. Did I say my man? Girl, no, he is my good friend. Girl, my man ain't thinking nothing about no culture, okay? He works for the transit system in New York City, and he just worrying about benefits and counting down 3 more years to retirement. He said, yes, it's dysfunctional, and he don't care because it pay well, but not my friend. He's my no. I was saying a man. I said I don't get a lot of men that respond to my content because it's really tailored. My community is, and again, everything that I teach, anyone can use, but the core group of folks that I'm looking to help and wanting to help are women. But he saw it and he replied leaving because he's in a really toxic environment, and he's been there two or 3 years now. And I know when he started, like, he was so excited. And I just kind of cautioned him, like, take it slow. You're one person, you're running one department. So 3 years later now, he's really seeing just like it's a whole organizational thing. And like I told him, I said, I've worked 3 different. Okay, well, is he single? Yes, girl, he's single, but girl, he played for the other team. He plays for the other team, so and he is beautiful. He is so beautiful. And I was like, see, why? Why is it like that? Why? um but yeah, he's a manager. He's been doing good work, and I said, listen, like, because it takes decades to, like, create a crazy culture. It takes decades to unravel that. And one person, even a CEO, my CEO, we've been working together 14 years. This is our third organization, and part of the strategic planning work for this job we're in now is to change the culture. And I said, listen, I'm too old, and we ain't got that kind of time. I'm not fighting. No, I don't have 10 years of fight in me to change the culture. And it takes decades. And it's also going to take weeding out the old timers that have been there that like it in the craziness of it all. Like, they like it like that. And so it's a lot of work. So I said, listen, 3 years, it's time for you to choose you and leave. But seriously, like, and this is where the evolve or repeat. Like, if you don't evolve, you're just going to be in that circle of just doing the same thing. It just, yeah. So that was bad. What does PC say? They do because they're not thinking about the future. Yeah, and like some of them, it's like everybody isn't concerned about that either. Like in the HR space, we call it like steady eddies. Those are the people who just want to come to work, do their job, and go home. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they like it the old way. Like, I remember at the second organization that we were at, because this is the third one we're at now, this one new manager said to me, the first time I met her, we're in a meeting. Listen to the word she said. She said, "Oh, you're part of the new regime." I said, "Regime? Do we use a word like that at work? Isn't that like for the military and the militia?" I was like, "What?" But again, that was that old culture. Like, this new regime is in here. Hey, Jody J. Congrats on your battle earlier. Sorry I couldn't stay. I had to throw my love and I had to run, but congratulations. If you all don't know Jody J, she's an amazing Christian live host on this agency, and she had a battle today so she could I'm not sure if they're Christmas gifts or she raised funds for children for the holidays. So that is so amazing. I couldn't stay for the after, so I came and threw my love and then ran. But yeah, like, if we don't see the change, some things we may can impact it, but if not, we got to move on. We got to move on. and choosing yourself. And that's part of, like, I have reset my life and career so many times. Good Lord. Um, but every time it's always for the better. Hey friend, how are you? Thank you for showing up. Absolutely. Anything for the babies. Yeah, no, very, very happy to support. Happy to support. Um, but yeah, we have to be the change, and we have to just figure out. And it's sort of, this is one of my favorite ones. Fear the fear and do it anyway. I did a piece of content that said scared, do it anyway. Like, there's just no, like me jumping in this water. Oh, and PC, I was saying this, if you're still here. I was saying, and I don't know if some of your other students feel this way, but the more I watch your videos, I feel less fearful. And so I know, to your point when you were talking about fear being disobedient, that is real. Like, the more I watch, the less fearful. Exactly. And I'm doing it anyway, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I want to jump. I seen the ladies jump in the water. I want to jump in the water. But listen, I gotta be strapped up. I told PC. So I got conditions, y'all. Like, I don't want no, okay, I don't want to water in my nose. So I need the goggles with I want to water in my nose. I'm okay with water in my mouth. But yeah, I can't have that. And did I have any other conditions? I think I may want those headphones you use, PC, because water in my ears kind of, I don't know, but I'm gonna come in the pool looking like I got a hazmat suit on, y'all. But no, but I'm gonna be there, okay? Listen, there you go with the nose bubbles. When you say that, see, I'm sweating now. You got me over here hyperventilating. Water in the nose to me says drowning. Like, for real. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to work. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that. I know you said you gotta hum and all the things, but maybe we could do that on day 3, huh? Listen, see, this is what she said, y'all. She said those of us that have fear about swimming is because we control freaks. Guilty. Guilty as charged. Yeah, see, I'm trying to run the lesson, okay, from this side, and I don't know what I'm doing. But we gonna work it out. We gonna work it out. Water does not go up your nose until you sniff. See, you over here, you got me. I'm gonna need to turn on the fan in a minute. Goodness. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to spend some more time in the light. You doing nose bubble lessons this week? So I can come and watch, but I'm doing it, y'all. I am doing. Yes, I know. She said that. She says that about. She said, no, it's you adults. You all want to control everything, and you can't control the water. Water moves. You can't. You've got to let go. And learning to swim is the releasing of the control. So we're gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get there. But I'm coming. I am coming, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm fearful, and I'm gonna do it anyway. And the goal for me, y'all, for my 60th birthday, which is still 2 years away, I want to go to Iceland and swim in the springs. And when I told my daughter, she's like, what are we doing? Hey, Kalia. She said, what are we doing? That's my travel buddy. She's the one I went on a cruise with. She said, what are we doing for your 60th? I said, Iceland in the spring. She said, well, are you going to swim by then? She's the shade. Yeah, so I was said, yes. And then, I mean, honestly, like I said, God just lined things up. PC, she and I had that conversation probably 2 weeks before I discovered your live. Seriously. 2 weeks before I discovered your live. Oh, Kalia, did you see my message about the sleep lives and the voice chat? Be careful. I sent you a message. Yeah, be careful out here in these TT streets. I know, right? Isn't that a swimming coach and instructor? And I'm taking vacation, and I am going to do it. So you did. I just wanted to make sure you saw it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone for a while. Because listen, I'm new already. They already messing with my videos. Like, this was so weird. Like, today I got it wasn't a restriction on a video, but it was a something like, oh, copyright flag on a song that I picked out of their app. Now, what? So it made me find, I had to go back into their app and find the same song, but this time it said approved. I don't know. Oh, Kalia, you taught yourself how to swim? Oh, and see, my girls did too. Like, it was, they were younger. All that I know, like, my mother was watching them one day after school, and she said, they jumped in the water and they went down, and I didn't think they were coming back up. And the next thing she knew, they were swimming. But their friends had taught them when they were younger, so they've learned for a while. Yes, I did hear that. I did hear that Oracle owns TT. No, I heard Oracle a couple months back, maybe September, October. It was around the time I was just getting on the platform, because I was talking with a friend of mine who had started his journey on the platform, and then he quit, saying like, oh, because I guess it was all the rumors that TikTok was going away. And I was like, there's too much money on the table. The US is not letting TikTok go away from the States. But yeah, I did know that it was Oracle. That I did. I think Meta might have wanted to get in, but yeah, no, it didn't. It didn't fly. Yes. And this here, if you want it, oh, am I reading right? Yeah, if you want it, work for it. Like, it's not magic. Like, I was talking to my cousin and a couple other people, like, I've done a lot in my life, and not bragging, but just saying, like, I've done a lot, but it ain't been magic. Like, I make a plan, I come up with the decision, I make a plan, and then I grind. Like, it's not magic. Even this TikTok journey, I remember I was at like 3,500, I think I was around 3,500 friends when that big viral post hit. And I was like, wait, okay, so to get in creator rewards, I need to get to that 10K friends. It was 2 weeks of sleepless nights, truly getting in rooms, engaging, working the chats, talking to people, connecting. Like, it's where, I mean, I love it, but it was work, and even now, like, I have 21 months left in New York City, and there is so much I'm trying to accomplish. Right now I'm working on brand deals. So I was talking about video when I mentioned video replies and comments. So what I'm working on now, and listen, I'm queuing up all these emails for January 5th when everyone is back from the holidays. I am hitting send on those brand deal emails that I'm sending out. But right now I'm working on a testimonials page, and I'm calling it Impact Testimonials. So it's really looking at your content and reading the feedback, like where folks are saying, oh my God, this was a great tip. This really helped me. Okay, PC. All right, I'm gonna be. Oh, you just sitting and looking. Oh, you're not getting your hair wet today? You got a hot date? I need to go live now, but just sitting and, oh, so you're not going in the water. Okay, I'll pop in and say hi, and at the very least get my heart me. I'll be in Misha's class. I'm like she says, I'm one of her little stuckies, but I'll definitely come and get my heart me. Hi, Seapoy Travel. How are you, friend? I'm still out here in these streets trying to do the do. No, it's been good. My little paychecks is coming up, y'all. I said, oh my God. I mean, let's not get carried away. Like, I can't quit my job or anything. But no, it's coming up in Impact. I'm working on an AI digital product that I'm gonna release in January to the folks. So I'm working on doing that and creating actually some free products too for new folks that join the space. Yes, I'm gonna wait till the first of the year to send those brand deal emails. So like, I have my general pitches done. So I did a media kit, a brand kit sheet. There's so many cool templates on Canva. I found one that I really loved. Our friend Chat will help you with pricing. And for me, even narrowing down like my categories. So like, the importance of really niching down is so that truly, if brand deals is sort of something you're interested in, it has to be sort of clear, what your content about, and then who's your audience. Mine are increasing. I started with 0.3. 0.3. What are you saying, PC? 0.3? But yeah, I'm going to wait till after the holidays to send, because, most people are going to be out. Then they'll get buried at the end of an inbox. And I may actually wait till Tuesday at 11 a.m. Years ago, I don't even know how I found this statistic, but it was something, I was doing employee newsletters or something at the time, and had read that Tuesdays at 11 a.m. is a great day. Oh, okay. Oh, what did we hit? The goal, this new gift goal. Was that my Hermes? Oh, that's a first, y'all. These Hermes be rough in these streets. Hey there. Hey, sweet tooth. Good to see you. Oh, y'all see, what was I talking about? Oh, thank you, C-Boy. Yeah, but the brand deal. So, the statistics said that Tuesdays at 11 a.m. was a great day to send emails. And so I don't know if it was saying that most emails at that time of day get read. So they're going to be queued up. And I said I may wait till Tuesday at 11 to actually hit send. But yes, I'm finishing the brand kit, narrowed down my 4 categories. Well, and most say like 3 to 4 is ideal. So for me, I did like systems and technology. Like I work remote 4 days a week. So, okay. I think it's been a week. I know, girl, I've been missing you, friend. Well, I'm gonna pop in and show some love. And it's Gallery Reset Monday. You coming back on a good day. But yeah, so like technology and systems, like thinking about software, because there's so many different apps that I use. So I'm going to do some of that. Hey, Starburns, thank you. Welcome in. So I'm going to, who was that? Gigi Gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you for joining the fan club. So that's one category. The second one is like hard technology. So thinking about computers, phones, systems. I mean, in my home office, I probably got every brand of a printer, a computer, a monitor, you name it. I probably got every brand out there. So thinking about that. The third category is like lifestyle. So more like apparel, like, workwear and things like that. And then the fourth one is very selfish and ain't got nothing to do with my niche, y'all. But I'm gonna keep talking about it so I can bring it to existence. So I drive an old Audi and I want a new one. And I don't want to pay for it. So I want Audi America, Audi USA, you listening? I want them to wrap it. I will drive that puppy all over New York City all day and night. Long as I ain't got to pay for it. So I did a few pieces of content. I had to take my car in for this annual service a couple weeks ago. And I don't really walk around a dealership. That's kind of not my thing. But I did on this day because I was like, okay, let me film some content since I'm here. And I seen the new car that I want. It's a 2026 and it's silver trimmed in black. And I was like, oh, I want that car. Why is this guy keep trying to stop? I don't even have to. Oh, we're not battling. But anyway, but yeah, so those are really my 3 categories. So I'm working on my impact testimonial sheet. And again, Canva has such great templates. So what I did is like went through some of my content and like those impact statements, like, hey, this tip really helped me. Great advice. Screenshot those and then gonna add those to the sheet. I'm gonna share it. I'll share it with you all when I'm done. To send that along with your brand deals, because again, like from everything that I'm reading and learning, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. Brands are interested in the impact that you have. So like PC, you have millions of views and you are reaching people. I don't know all the brands, the Speedos and everybody else out there in the water world, but I'm sure that you can definitely, make some impact with that. Willie got me to battle. Oh, you okay, see? I want to battle, but I need it to be structured. Like I want to teach my community how to battle. A lot of people, like I battle all the time with everybody. And even the first time I battled, I went to Pretty Boy Ali's room because Mish talks about him all the time. And so I went there and actually ended up on the MVP. And then so generally I go there. You don't use none of that. Well, listen, we can find the stuff you do, listen. And listen, you ain't got to use it. Girl, you're going to make that content. Make that content, get that check, PC. And then give that stuff to your swimmers and donate it to your students. Listen, it's just it's truly like it's a numbers game. And listen, and I'm gonna say it, like, I don't like BMWs, but if they want me to drive one around New York that I ain't gotta pay for it, guess who gonna drive it? Kia, why? I think they're doing their Live Fest push tonight. That's why everybody's trying to battle. I think this is the last round for global. Okay, because I mean they are coming. The requests are coming like crazy. But yeah, so it's just part of it. But no, those impact testimonials. So I'm working on that now, getting that together. Yeah, so I'm ready. I'm working on my health journey. I need to get my legs strong for this surgery in March, and I'm gonna learn to swim so I can rehab well in the pools here. So we're gonna each day we're gonna pick a different subject to talk about. So tomorrow I want to touch a little bit on AI, just really talking about the softer skills that folks should maximize. Thank you so much, Kalia. I am just trying. And I have a lot I want to do before I leave New York. And like I said, I have a countdown timer on my phone. That's how I know it's 21 months. And I think it's probably 6 days now, 21 months and 6 days. And there's a lot I'm trying to accomplish in that time. And, I talk a lot about, I think I put it in my showcase, the book, The 12-Week Year. And I love it because, again, it breaks like years into quarters. And what you do is like, so for me, I have like 5 categories of areas I want to improve. So like money, mindset, health, life, career, right? And so you're really just picking one goal, just one thing to do each week, like whatever that is. So for me, like, I know, like, hitting send on those brand deal emails that week of January 5th. That same week, I'm sending out, well, my assistant, she's sending out 5,000. I have emails going out to CEO potential clients. I have 5,000 emails in my database, and I told her we need to at least send out 1,000 every week starting January 5th. Pitching them for my services. So, you did purchase it? It is amazing. I love, and the thing is, everything that they teach in the book, none of it's rocket science, but like, I'm a systems person. Like, if you give me the direction, I'm a good student. So you give me the direction and the plan, I'm going to follow it. And that's the one thing I love about their template. It tells you exactly what to do, how to do it, chunk your time in 2 to 3 hour blocks of time. So it doesn't take all day to really have like dedicated effort to really move the needle on activities. It's just focused time. Hey, Charlene, welcome in. And so it's just really doing that and having that focused time. And you'd be surprised just how much you can accomplish in those 4 months. So 3 months, 3 months. So so I am excited and pumped, and I'm working on my spreadsheet, and then I'll share it because it's really using their template. I'll share parts of it on the live. Once I get, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. So for me, this is kind of what I do, like the end part of December into that first week of January. I'm on vacation till I'll go back to work till January 5th. So I'm just going to be focused on the goal setting. The vision board is great. Tomorrow. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Tomorrow we're going to start. We've been doing it all, PC, but we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting. Definitely diving into, I may be able to pull up last year's 12-week year plan. I'm still working on this year's, but at least to show folks on the computer. I'm looking at the computer like it's going to talk to me. But I'm pretty sure I have that last one. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it's amazing. And like, we can check in and just be that source of support. Or if you get stuck on something, or, a lot of times, and it's not even like motivation, just like you talk, PC, about fear, like motivation isn't real. Like, either you're disciplined kind of, or you're not. Like, motivation, if you're waiting on that, it may come. And the majority of the time, guess what? It's not going to come. It's about just being disciplined, that if I said I'm going to do this one thing this week, I'm going to do this one thing. And that's the easy thing. It's just one thing, like whatever that one thing is in whatever categories. And I'm picking 5 because, I'm just an overachiever and always trying to do everything and doing the most. But it's still just one thing. So it's really 5 things in a week that I'm saying that. And this is like doing it, no excuses, like no ifs, no ands, no buts. Like I'm going to do this thing. Like those emails are going to go out for the brand deals. Those emails are going to go out to pitch consulting clients. You know, I got to figure out the content flow. How many pieces of content do you all post today? I'm still trying to talk myself. Like I be hearing the 10 and then I'm like, whew, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know that I have a sweet spot. I do know. I mean, I'm not crazy, right? I know that the more we post, right, the more exposure and visibility we get and all of that. But like, sweet tooth, how many times do you post a day? Like, how many posts do you do a day? I mean, most days I'm just doing one. Governess. You know, I'm a hurt her. She's about my count is 0. Y'all, she just on here, me and my mind. She's so silly. Okay, you do 3. Wow, I might see that's on a good day I'll do 3, but that's not every day. Most days it's definitely at least 1, but I think I want to maybe try to get to 3 a day, or maybe 4, maybe too short, too long. I was doing 3 consistently, but it wasn't paying off. Really? So you find you have more traction doing less, Sweet Tooth? I'm just curious. She said she was doing 3 consistently, but it wasn't paying off. Just trying to, figure out that sweet spot. Because I want to, whatever I commit to, I want it to be, okay, so you just do 1. Oh, no traction at all. Okay, so, when I think about people say no traction, I think about hooks. Like you got good hooks. Because I think I'm pretty good at kind of good hooks. Now, the offering and what I'm not so good at is the call to action, because what ends up happening with most of my videos, lots of likes, lots of reposts, not a lot of comments. So I have to start doing more call to action, telling them to do something, to comment something. Because that, that part of the engagement piece is missing. So, and it's got to be engagement piece. People want to know, people want good teeth. I think maybe, I feel like it's the season, right? Yeah, you're in a hard niche to figure out. Yeah, I get it. But you wouldn't think so though, right? Okay, you do better. No, because I've been in your lives and seen like 70, 80 people. Like there are a lot of people in your lives, which is amazing. I'll have to, because that's my biggest thing. I gotta, yes, yes, Sweet Tooth, tell the chat what you do. Write in the chat, tell us what you do. I met Sweet Tooth, I met you, I think, with Messy But Centered. And I think it was it your first battle? I think it was. Okay, so you're making some new friends so we can get out here and support each other's content and do all the things, because we are definitely all engaging besties in here and wanting to see everyone and each other. Yeah, okay, it was your grab battle. That's right. Yeah, it was your grab battle. I know, right, PC? You would think, okay? Because we done seen some raggedy mouth folks out here. Maybe, and then her, there are so many people in her lives. So I don't know what's not, but you know what? I've heard this too. Oh my God, the battling folks is out here. Maybe, and so, content I think is an avenue, but live may be your thing, and maybe it's just about sort of maximizing. You got 80 sets of eyeballs looking at you in a live. Like the potential, even just the revenue potential is there. Easy, I know, right? It's terrible. It is terrible. It was, oh, jeez. It's like, I'm on here trying to make some money. Get out of my inbox with your craziness. You want to impress me? Come in my live and throw me a lion. Okay? Don't be messaging me, okay? You really want to impress me? Come in my live. That's right. Now that's how you'll get my attention, okay? Stay out my inbox. Absolutely. So yes, tomorrow we are gonna dive a little bit deeper into the goal set and talk a little bit about not career job stuff so much. I know we're all in holiday mode, but really start to introduce some of the softer skills that we're gonna need to improve on and really, master to try to protect our income. Like I think all of us in some way, shape or form will feel some form of job shrinkage. Like even in my space, in the HR space, and even in the CEO space, there's a lot of positions now that are coming out that are calling fractional HR, fractional CEO. And this basically means that they're only wanting to pay for, it's really the thinking part of it, like the strategy part of the work we do, not the tactical stuff like that. Like they'll get a lower level and a lower salary person to kind of do those things. And they only want to pay for, and I'm fine with that. Like you only want 10 hours of my time, no problem. Cause I'm gonna get 10 of y'all to do that. Okay. But yeah, I think all of us, in 2 years, like they said, we're going to start to see job shrinkage as early as like July. And if you think about July, why July is so pivotal, a lot of companies, that's the start of the next fiscal year. And so like in my company, we're starting a budget plan already and looking at efficiencies. And like I said, I've seen so much AI just from when I traveled from New York to Florida and this cruise. I've seen so many different AI applications. And then after, like I said, when we clear customs through a kiosk, a AI kiosk, then I started doing research in terms of looking at what applications are the Fed is using. The federal government is using 1,700 AI systems that have replaced people. And so started looking at like, I want to know like, what are some of those systems? And I see some that we could easily implement in my company. So we will going to start to see job shrinkage as early as July, but the majority of it we're going to see in 2027. So we just got to get prepared. Thank you, C4. You just reached level 16 in the room. Thank you, friend, for the support. This is my TikTok bestie, y'all. And we're talking about posting. C4 and I, we connected. We both follow Monster Mara, and Mara had posted something about she was going to post 25 times a day. Thank you, Kalia. And she was looking for some accountability partners. And I wasn't there going to tell Mara I'm going to be an accountability partner. But Sepoy had commented, oh, I want to do this. So I reached out to her and said, hey, let's be each other's accountability partner. Y'all know we didn't even do one day, right? 25 posts in a day is a lot. I did 9 and thought it was going to like take me out. That was a lot. Just thinking it through. Because again, you got to think it. I know like Monster goes hard. She is like a beast. I love it. I ain't built out of what she built out of. Yeah, that's it. It's like I said, I did 9 that day. And I mean, I was like wiped out by the end of the day because it's thinking about it. You got to think about the concept. You got to film it. It's 9, so you can't be wearing the same clothes. So it don't look like you made them all the same day. So you're changing outfits and all the things. Whew, it's a whole lot. I do batch though on the weekends. I try to at least do 10 like on a Saturday. And then I love the schedule feature. I hope you all use it. And then schedule them throughout the week. But trying to do that, like, that's still 10. And that's going to hit me 3 days. Like, I don't know how they're doing. Like, and even Aaliyah Rose talks about that she does like 10 or 15 a day. Like, whoo. I don't know what that is like. I'm like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. Oh, okay. So you recycle. Okay. Yeah, no, I've gone through the phone. I think they say, oh, just post any random video through your phone. Okay, I've done that. So it's nothing else there. This has all got to be real and new. But I got to figure that out. But that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't have any of that. So we're going to figure it out, y'all. We just still on this journey together, just trying to make it and keep going. That's all we can do is keep going. Yeah, this is the 29th will be 2 months of going live. Yeah, because I started October 29th after PC told me on October 28th, I need you to go live. And I did the very next day. So I am super excited and going to keep pushing. And we are too. Is everybody in here? If you're creators, do you go? I know you're not governance, but does everybody in here go live? Oh, okay. Now, see, that's what oh God, the battlers. First of all, sir, you got 21 people in your room. It's 6. Why are you over here knocking on the door? Like, what's wrong with you? Cynthia. Hey, Cynthia. Like, and I know that they're trying to do whatever they're trying to do for Live Fest. I've been out. Thank you for the art meme. Okay, so all of us are going live. That's a good thing. But yeah, so we're going to pick back up tomorrow. I'm going to go run the streets. I got to go check out, got to go to my homeroom, go to class and see Mish. And I got to see a couple other people. It's, Gallery Reset Monday. So got to sprinkle some love. Thank you all for coming out and hanging out, and hope you've learned something. Hope I've said something that have sparked some thoughts, ideas, some action, some inspired action. See you, bestie. You said you're going live tonight? See, boy? Always, Kalia. Kalia and I co-host. We've been co-hosting monthly conversations, and they are always just the most enlightening and just coolest conversations that we end up having. Okay, Cynthia, leveling up to level 7 in the room. Thank you for the sparks. Okay, maybe not. Okay. All right. No problem. Your light is on, so it'll definitely tell me when you are. Yes. So Kalia, we're planning for January. A lot of women want to do the women managers talk. If you've had a female manager and sort of what your experience. And so I wanted to take not just a rag session, because I think we could all do that if you've had a bad experience, but more importantly, like a lot of the comments women talked about, like having a girl manager. I don't even know what that is. So I definitely want to talk to some folks that, yeah, and I'm a female manager too. And I know that I try to be better than what I've experienced, but I really want to want some folks to talk about who've had good experiences and like talk about what's that like and like what made those managers great. And I think that's just more information for those of us that are women managers, so that we can, make sure that we manage better and definitely, do better than what we've experienced. So we're trying to put that together for January. We're thinking like the middle of the month. Yeah, so that may be a lively conversation. So I would love to get like 4 or 5 folks. And we can do it, like podcast style co-hosts, so that everybody can, have their communities with them to support. Okay. All right, Kalia. Okay. So I'm gonna check in with 2 of the ladies who are like, let's pick a date in January. Like they ready. They are ready to go. And then I'll definitely let you know. So if anybody else that's here definitely want to participate in that conversation, we're gonna pick the date and we're gonna make a live event, because I want to go back to my viral post and let them know that we're gonna, talk about this conversation and just so we can learn and figure out how to do this thing better. We're all learning and growing and getting better together. I definitely will. Yeah, and like I've had one, I'm 58. That's kind of sad. Like I've had one good female manager. The other ones have been horrible. And like I said, the 2 times that I've had male managers, one that I still work for, and I've been with him 15 years. The last one was 10-year stretches. And they're still good friends and mentors to me. One I still work with every day, but even the other one, we haven't worked together since 2006. I can pick up that phone today and call him and, again, get that advice, the assistance, the help, whatever it is I need, like that support. I've never just really had with a female manager. I've always had it though with male managers. And even my current manager, this 13, 14 years. So like, he's my friend also, not just my boss. And has just supported me in all number of ways in the times that we've, known each other. So just want to, talk and grow more together and do this thing. Well, thank you all so much. Everyone who has TAP and blessed the line and blessed me. I thank you for the support and hope you come back tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. I was about to say Central. You are not in Central. You're in the East Coast, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you all in the TikTok streets. Have a good night. Ah.